I'm in a pretty good form lately. I'm going to be playing actually Troy Deeney away to Newcastle. He's going to be in the starting 11 for my field out day away to Newcastle. On the bench we will have Ollie Watkins, Ben Foster. I'm going to give the opportunity to redeem himself after a really sloppy start to the season for him. But Troy Deeney is the life for how him and Ben Foster have come in. Also, Kabul is going to be out as well, and Hughes is back into the 11. As Kabul still technically needs to redeem himself a little bit to play in the Barclays Premier League. Let's get away to Newcastle, hopefully get some results, and hopefully the boys will be heading into the end of August looking happy. Away in the green kit, we're ready after midweek assault. Deeney did get a goal during the week after coming off the bench as a second half substitute, where the captain is back up front and hoping to do well in the Premier League today. And I think we're going to win this. Newcastle's a pretty hard place to go in career mode. But remember guys, Black Lives Matter. Remember that thing with Watford as we're ready and excited to see Watford get into a very contemptible game. So it's at James's Park, up against Newcastle United. We're ready to take on them at Newcastle. But guys, they will play as at Vicarage Road later on in the season. We're still in the bottom 3 yards with 3 straight defeats to start the Premier League. But after a 1-0, 6-0 win over Exeter, and Exeter the week in midweek in the Cup, I was very happy with that result. But can we take that into the Prem? We get our form in the Premier League up to scratch. So guys, Newcastle in 8th, they're doing alright. We're doing absolutely terrible in the bottom 3. We're getting relegated at this rate with Palace and Norwich. It doesn't look good already for Watford, but Watford are ready to take on Newcastle. Saint-Maximin, he's a dangerous man. He's 22, he might be a potential signing for us. Maybe if we get relegated into the Championship and we need to win the title. But here we go, there is Steve Bruce, the Newcastle manager, meeting up with him before the game we did, as we're ready to take boys, my Watford team. I'm giving you a little bit of play today. Nathan Redmond remains in the 11, Gerard Defoe remains in the 11 too. Ollie Watkins starts on the bench, as captain Troy Deeney returned after coming off the bench in midweek and scoring a beautiful goal. As Troy Deeney is, Ben Foster also returns to the 11, who I'm very hoping is going to do well. Here's the Newcastle starting lineup, it's Mario De Bacra in goal, back four of Cove, Lincoln, Shaw and Danny Rose. Midfield, Almiron, midfield, Shelby and Saint-Maximin, and up front is Gagic and Garcia. One of the last transfers Newcastle have made over the summer. A couple of good players on the bench too. For the Watford team, we made 2 changes from midweek, 3 changes. Ben Foster comes into goal, the back 3 remains the same. In midfield, Will Hughes comes back into the team. At Cam, we've got Dakota and Troy Deeney is restored up front. Well, the 3 changes make an impact as Ben Foster is the lifer that he's back in goal after missing the last 2 games because of errors. Let's go Newcastle in 8th with 2 wins in a row, defeats so far this season. We're in 18th with 3 defeats in a row in the Premier League as Watford manager after beating Exeter in midweek in the Cup. The boys are going to try and stay focused from midweek, and Will Hughes already onto Dakota, already an attacking opportunity. Unlucky. Almost an early opportunity to attack there from Watford. Watford back in the Premier League action. It's really difficult to play with this back 3. Massan, come on! Alan Maximin with a shot, saved by Ben Foster. Ben Foster keeping a clean sheet so far on his return to Premier League action. He's out for the last 2 games because I've ruled him out. Headed in. Oh Jesus! He's just going to do what Gomez does with his kicks. Oh, and Ben Foster makes up from it. What a save by Ben Foster! He's made up from it. What a save! There by Ben Foster. He dived well with Ben Foster. Next couple of weeks we do host Chelsea, I think. It's really going to be tricky against a really good game. Ben Foster has saved us 3 times so far. Awa, Cathwell in the Northern Ireland squad. Now here's Redmond, still going Redmond. Nothing awarded, but play on anyway. Redmond. Saw with the head at the back post. That head just wide of the backwards goal. Got Rose above his marker. But guys, I thought that was, after 15 minutes, Newcastle United 0, Watford 1. Almost Watford taking the lead. We were actual emphatic following the 6-0 win in the Cup in midweek at Exeter. Premier League other results: Leicester, Bournemouth, it's 1-0 Leicester. Maddison with the opening goal. Newcastle, here they come. Catherine. He's doing brilliant in Northern Ireland International. He's in their national team. Surprised on how. Here's the Cody. Gerard Deulofeu to Troy Deeney, who looks to return it to Gerard Deulofeu. Watkins got a double in midweek. Did Ollie Watkins, but he starts on the bench. Massan, he was brilliant in midweek. As Will Hughes have brought him back into the 11 to face our Premier League opposition. Lucky from Troy Deeney, returning as the captain as he's alive following the armband. This is brilliant from Newcastle. And San Maximin, saved by Ben Foster, getting down low again. Another spectacular save here by Ben Foster, staying on his land this week. He's staying on his land this week. Here's Ben Foster, he knows his Premier League run of form has been absolutely shocking. Punched away by Ben Foster, staying in the middle of Watford. 0-1 now, here's Hughes. Troy Deeney, unlucky from the Watford captain. I'll sub him off later. And Newcastle, oh, just wide from Steve Bruce's man as Ben Foster was almost beaten. Ben Foster gives it away, but Kakarth, well done, and he stayed back to defend it. Here we go. Arwa, Massa. Aston Villa are drawing 1-1 at Crystal Palace. We're still in the bottom three of us. So to Norwich, I don't know if Norwich are even playing today. It's shocking football from Watford, but great defensive work from goalkeeper Ben Foster as he's saving all of Newcastle's efforts. Cody up the line. Will Hughes can't win it. 37 minutes on the clock. Really, it's frustrating. Yet to register a single shot at Newcastle. And Ben Foster's beaten. It's 1-0 Newcastle. And the run of form is going out. It's going to continue in the Premier League for Watford. No chance for Ben Foster to save that on his return. And it's Garcia who gives Newcastle the lead 7 minutes before the break. It's absolutely torrential defending in the warm sunshine of Newcastle from Watford. Watford have had enough of their Premier League form. They want to end it now, but it's not probably going to happen. Watford have been crucial in the Premier League so far. They could be heading bottom in the Premier League heading into next week. It depends how their results around them go, but they are one down at Newcastle. Ben Foster has finally been beaten after making six absolute spectacular saves already. 3 minutes added on time. Redmond to Cody. Back to Redmond. Will Hughes. And Will Hughes just didn't run on it. It's Newcastle 1, Watford 0 at half time. And a very frustrating Troy Deeney will head in because he's not looking like he's going to be a good captain. But the team's performance has been absolutely shocking. So guys, we're 1 down at Newcastle. All the results in the bottom three. Palace are now getting beat, and so too are Norwich City. So it looks like the winning formula is not going to happen. It's going to be 4 defeats in a row for Watford, Norwich and Crystal Palace. And they're all still remaining in the bottom three. I think we are -6 in goal difference. Palace is in -8 and Norwich is in -9. But we really have to do what we can. I hope the boys hopefully get a point in this second half performance. Hopefully. Let's go. Redmond. Deeney. Cody's there. He scored an equaliser earlier on in the season in a 2-1 defeat at Everton. But Cody with the first early second half corner for Watford. Good positive. We could get positives from this. Deep ball in. Sarr couldn't do anything. San Maximin away. Massan. Well done. Hughes. Tamori. Hughes. Here's Massan. Switch it wide for kick-off. That's just brilliant football from Watford. And lost by Dakota, the French midfielder. And Tamori, he's not even marking. Early Canamas, but Massan. And Newcastle! Newcastle are at Anfield next. Hopefully they slip up in that, but they've got a bit of pressure ahead of the next game. I think we're at home next week and after the international break. Here's Sarr. Did really well. We've got Arsenal next at Vicarage Road. That will be another tough task. Sarr, great ball in! And Milano! Sarr with the ball in! And headed in by Troy Gini in front of the Watford support. Travelling support, ecstatic behind the goal. Troy Gini, I'm gonna give him. And the big captain himself out of the downwards in. The captain gets his level with just over half an hour to go left, and we're the only team in the bottom 3 with a point so far. That is pretty good. Results are staying the moment. Let's go Watford. Here come Newcastle. Can they do what Everton did to us earlier on in the season? We go level and then they run it in the late stages. Here they come. Saint-Maximin. And cleared away, and Ben Foster now gives it out to Tamori. Another attack from Watford. Jesus, what's going on? Kick-off. You see the block, and he doesn't. And it deflects on out past Ben Foster. Another terrible showing from Gary Rebel. And then kick-off, it's come off his heel last. Jesus, man. Jesus, no. Right, we're going to bring on our first substitution of the game. We're going to bring off kick-off and bring on Shamsasu, who's coming on for his first appearance since I think the opening day of the season. He clapped himself on when we were down 2-1, but it's good to see the Watford defender get more game time than he knows he can do. His captain, good to see him off the bench. Off goes kick-off. The Watford defence is really sleeping this season. But guys, but it is unprofessional, so it's pretty hard. Here's Sarr. Set up our equaliser. And we sets up another though. Here's Saint-Maximin. Up against Massan. Massan misses him. Oh Jesus, Massan's not even back in time. He slipped and fell. Jesus, Newcastle, here they come trying to punish us from the break-in. And that is no penalty. It's going to be a corner though to Newcastle. Who's on for Newcastle? It is Hayden, Isaac Hayden. Great effort. Jesus, man. Another dangerous, but Ben Foster is giving it away for the 3rd time today. But Ben Foster might have been really restored in January. Newcastle United have circumstances. And the only equaliser was good, but since then we've conceded twice. What the hell is Ben Foster trying on his line? Look at him, he's terrible. But guys, we have got 2 subs left. We're going to come on now. We're going to bring on Andre Gray this week up front. And also we're going to bring off Hughes in midfield. And Ollie Watkins will come on. Well, Redmond will go into central midfield. But it'll be good to bring on Ollie Watkins after his double in midweek in the Carabao Cup. Andre Gray is going to give him his Premier League opportunity and do what he can. We have to really bounce into it. Here we go. Watkins. And now it's Tamori. That's a terrible pass. All the new signings have been pretty bad except for Marmor. He's been a solid midfielder. Ollie Watkins. He slips and fell. Newcastle looking for the 4th. And Newcastle have been absolutely terrific. They know they're probably well going to be probably safe. Don't know about us though. Andre Gray. Richard Dakota, who scored earlier on in the season at Everton, and a really poor effort. It is really frustrating if you're a Watford fan, and the Watford fans are hurrying back away from Newcastle, not looking confident. might have to give third choice goalkeeper Daniel Backman his debut against Arsenal, because if he does well, I'll maybe call him up to the full team and really see what he can do. But I think Ben Foster will be missed next week, and then after the international break against Arsenal. Oh, it's been shocking! Oh, she missed out Ben Foster! A terrible result for Watford! And with this one, I think we'll be heading bottom of the table. I don't see Ben Foster play again this season. It's Dini, he got us our equaliser as well. Dini, the captain, is really not happy with the back three. Here we go again. Sarr. What a beautiful pass. Andre Gray for his first of the season. And Andre Gray has come off the bench once in the Premier League so far this season, coming on this weekend. And already doesn't make an impact. That's Arwa. Towards the back post. Newcastle, man, they have so many players forward, and Watford hardly have any defenders back inside. No defenders are on him. Massan remain in the middle. And just watch what you're doing. And the penalty comes awarded. And Massan is yellow carded. A late penalty to Newcastle. Newcastle have a chance to make it 5-1. It's Sarr against Ben Foster. Sends on the wrong way. Saved the rebound. And Watkins, he's now, and Watkins is up, a red card. Ollie Watkins has been sent off. Another penalty against Ben Foster, sends on the wrong way. 5-1 Newcastle. This is shocking. Absolute shocking football from Watford. The season is not even near over. And I would say, we are really heading down. A terrible defeat against Newcastle United. And Newcastle with 2 late penalties. One was yellow carded, was Massan. And then our substitute striker Ollie Watkins was shown a straight red card. So he was suspended for the game against Arsenal at Vicarage Road in 2 weeks' time. As it's a very bad result to lose before an international break. Man of the match for Almiron, but our man of the match was Sarr. Ollie Watkins showed a straight red card, was the substitute, even though they're not playing that many. But also, Norwich just lost, and so have Palace, but I think we've lost the worst. I think we've got the worst goal difference there, I think. Well, it won't be easy without Ollie Watkins in the team, because he is suspended. I'm not sure what happened today, the boys just didn't work hard. Our performance was unacceptable.
That'll be all, thank you.
So heading down the tunnel, once again not looking pretty damn happy. I think I'll be getting the sack at Watford at some point. We've got Wolves in the cup, I think. Yep, we do. I'm happy with Troy Deeney. As we're bottom of the table, just on goal difference. Arsenal are in 16th on 1 point, but we don't know what's going to happen to them heading into Sunday. Right, guys, Norwich and Crystal Palace have already played. If we get at least a point against Arsenal, we'll be top of the bottom 3. But our goal difference is probably going to be the worst after today. Arsenal, though, they're not having a brilliant start. They've got 3 defeats and 1 draw so far from 4 games. We got 4 defeats in a row, so we're awful. We're really down in third bottom, second bottom. But guys, Ollie Watkins, our substitute, is suspended today. So on the bench is going to be the former Arsenal man, Danny Welbeck. Also, Ben Foster will be the sub-keeper because Daniel Backman getting his debut here today. Also in the team, Kaplan is Roy Wright for Kaplan, who's delighted that he's back in. And also, Massan will be playing out on the wing this time, like he did in opening day. So Dawson comes in too. As we're really frustrated in the start of our league season. We've got a couple of new signings in, all doing okay, except a couple of errors on the back 3. But can we do it and really demolish Arsenal? I think we can, but I don't think it'll be a record on the record. It's ready to take on Arsenal at Vicarage Road. Troy Deeney looking to make it after he did score an equaliser at Newcastle 2 weeks ago, but then we lost 5-1 for a red card as well from substitute striker Ollie Watkins, so he's suspended today against Arsenal at Vicarage Road. Wait until you see the team selection. And I went when I've changed a little bit of the back three. Massan's not in the back three, he's playing at left mid today. No Redmond involved. But we're here at Vicarage Road on Saturday Night Football. We're going to have to get stuck in Arsenal. Arsenal started season 1 draw and 3 defeats starting the league season. We've played 4 games and lost all our 4 games. The fans have all turned out to see us at Vicarage Road though, as they're hoping for a good result. I'm hoping as well for a good result as Watford manager. And the fans are singing Watford, Watford, Watford. Arsenal are the lowest scorers in the league as well. They've only scored twice, we've only scored twice, so we're the third lowest scorers. But Arsenal are the lowest scorers, surprisingly. I think we can demolish Arsenal today, but it's really how the game plan works. Hopefully it is a good game plan from the boys today, and hopefully they work hard in it. So I made a couple of changes. Daniel Bachmann is making his Watford debut in goal today. Carrasco and Dawson come into the back 3 formation. Massan is involved once again. This time out of the wing. The front 2 do remain the same, but really don't want to do what we did at Newcastle. Got level and then got absolutely trashed. Daniel Bachmann starts to goal with Ben Foster. It's a sub goalie. Today is Daniel Bachmann who's got to retrieve our Premier League status. They come early December. Here is the Arsenal starting 11. Bergwijn starts in goal. A back 4 of Mounier, David Luiz, Socrates and Tierney. Midfield, Xhaka and Torreira. In midfield 3, Pepe, Ozil and Aubameyang. And up front, Lacazette. How's Aubameyang? Arsenal are failing to score this season, but they have 1 point while we have 0. Gerard Deulofeu breaks this by good personal performance hopefully. And Troy Deeney isn't kicking the ball. Gerard Deulofeu is running the game on the way. Troy Deeney is our captain this afternoon. Commentary comes from Ross Anderson, aka Killer Gamer. Let's go Watford. And Gerard Deulofeu to Troy Deeney. The ball has been kicked at Vicarage Road. Good possession. 100% possession so far from Watford. Very positive going into this game. But after losing Newcastle 5-1 after getting level was our really business show. But also failing to score this season going into this one. We do look a little bit confident. And the early shots from Gerard Deulofeu early on. Just worried about Level's goal. That could have been Watford 1 Arsenal goal. It's a very positive surface. Especially when the boy... We're playing Arsenal on incredibly a Saturday night clash at Vicarage Road in Watford. The Arsenal manager then on the touchline. Me too, I'm walking about my substitutes. Ben Foster is warming up as Bachmann is starting a goal against Arsenal in the 5th Premier League game. So our season is really doubting on the boys. And now here come Arsenal. This is punishing. Good ball in. And heading away very nicely. My Arsenal actually. But very knocked away by Watford. Here come Arsenal again. Aubameyang in. Knocked away. Massan gets there. Very well done. Great defending from Watford. Here's Arwa. This is beautiful actually from the Frenchman. The Frenchman's still going. All in his own. Play on, but Arwa continues. Headed away by Kieran Tierney in the middle. The bench is now warming up and ready to come on later at Vicarage Road. Has been really a couple of our substitutes. Ben Foster watches Bachmann being a goal on debut. And Will Hughes on Aubameyang. It's a free kick early on. Will Hughes is booked for that one. Will Hughes, we might have to bring off a little later on. But a free kick to Arsenal. To Aubameyang. Back post for Lacazette. Torreira forces it out. Arwa, what a steal that is. Crunching. Deeney. To fail. He's got to beat Leno and David Luiz. And a throw to Watford. Very creative football from second bottom Watford. The positive of coming at Vicarage Road. Teams will be bursting to fret here, but not at this chance. Massan. Brings it back, Watford. This is positive. Dawson back in the team. Sarr. Oh, he's been brilliant for the last couple of league games. positive stuff from him, but he loses already. Arsenal on the attack again. Who's all? Against Hughes. Hughes beats him, but it's deflected into Aubameyang. Offside, and a free kick because of an offside decision has given it to Watford. Dawson across the pitch. The fans are all so much and clapping because they're proud of the Watford performance there's been so far. Backman hasn't even had an effort to deal with. Great ball in, and he had to deal with that. Daniel Backman looks like he catches it well. Backman, well deserved from the goalkeeper. Really good to see him in the positive grounds of Vicarage Road. Tierney cuts out Sarr. A throw to Watford. This is positive. All the Watford supporters are saying, come on Watford. They're very proud. The fans are cheering and go-lancing out Watford performance. Brown from Watford. Here they go. Alba. Ducote. Hughes. Ducote. The field. He's there, and he beats Tierney to it. And punched it, knocked away by David Luiz. Well won in there by the Vale. And Hughes, and Tierney unlucky. Arsenal fans in the travelling end. Oh, it's out of their team are on the attack. Tamori comes up on Aubameyang. The Watford fans are singing and cheering. Very well done to the Watford team for their efforts so far. And the defensive errors are not continuing. Massan pressing already on the left. Massan, he's past Pepe. Great ball in. Ducote knocks it down for himself, but it's put by Tierney. Massan has been put on the left mid, out of centre back he is. As if he's been run out of centre back a little bit because he's been starting though, but he's been the centre back. Tamori. This is positive from Watford again. Sarr, he's well beaten Tierney. Tierney's had enough. Watford fans, give me a bit of voicing. Sarr towards the back post. Deeney. And Troy Deeney, the captain, said it was held. Watford performance, pretty good first half performance. Had it on time is over, but the play on continues. Arsenal looking to punish Watford. Great ball in. Dawson, and then knocks away by Sarr, and Sarr gets it away. It's half time, it's Watford 0, Arsenal 0. Very positive, I'll give the boys a bit of credit. Let's clap for that. The Watford fans are very, very happy with drawing 0-0 against Arsenal going into Vicarage Road at half time. Half time, we'll have a team talk with the boys about how to score goals. Let's go Watford. So guys, there's been 2 shots in this game from us, but they were both off target. Arsenal have had yet to see a shot trouble or have a shot on Daniel Backman's goal. Backman really believes being in the still goalkeeper range at the moment. Half time, we've seen talk about it. No substitutions for either team at the break. I'm thinking about making a sub shortly though. What a steal. How Ducote, the fans are positive again and clapping in enjoyment for the Watford players. Hassan will hopefully make a run. He does. It's Ducote. Well, great skill there. Massan into the box. That's deep. And cleared away by Socrates. Oh, that's come off. That's a Watford forward in the Arsenal half. Oh, Alba, what's he done? He's given it away. And Trevor on Pepe. That's a free kick. And the centre back is receiver Viking on his first starting 11 plays since the opening day of the season. A 2-0 defeat to Brighton here. Headed away by Hughes. Poor effort. And Daniel Backman just puts it long as Backman believes in himself. Control well won. Massan to Cody, what a tackle. Alba. So Ducote, the French midfielder, continues his run. Sarr is there. Ducote back to Sarr. This is positive from Watford. Deeney in the middle. Knocked away by David Luiz. Watford 0. Arsenal on the rates in the moment. And it looks like a substitution for Arsenal. Watford's going to come on. DeFeo replaced by. DeFeo's going to replace shortly by former Arsenal man Danny Welbeck. His first involvement at Watford this season. Watford is because Ollie Watkins is suspended today. Watford can't break through. Arsenal can't break through Watford's defence. Dawson. Ducote, Massan, Dini makes a run, Dini continues to run, Dini, he sprint past one, Massan in the middle, and Watford are glad the attack's going on well. Come on, versus Tamori, Tamori was still there but then he lost it. Will Hughes, what a block as he remains in his midfield role. Continue Watford, this is punishing. Arsenal really are slipping. Arsenal no chance. Gerard Defoe! Saved by Berglano. And a throw to Watford. Watford fans are very positive for the football. And here comes Danny Welbeck to see what he can do. Gerard Defoe, off he goes. Welbeck, here he goes. And it's a throw to Arsenal as soon as Welbeck comes off. Aubameyang is past Sarr, he's past Dawson, he's past Hughes to Tamori, and it comes on, remain in the middle. And defend Daniel Backman's goal. What a block from Watford. This is crucial counter blocking. Here come Arsenal, but Watford cut it out, and now Watford on the attack. Welbeck, his first involvement in a Watford shirt. Sarr, runaway football, he's past Tierney, great ball in, to Curry. So unlucky for Watford. But Watford are going to bring off Sarr and bring on Firmino, and also bring off Hughes in midfield for Redmond. Not really how Watford are doing 0-0 so far with Arsenal. The time is almost up for either of these teams to go on and win. Watford have all their midfielders and defenders basically back in their own half. Ball on by Tamori. Arwa onto Ducote. Welbeck. That's a really poor pass. Will Hughes. Welbeck to Dini. Ducote. Dini. Arsenal, it's going to come straight back at them. We're now into the 90th minute at Vicarage Road. Ducote. Arwa. Welbeck. Danny Welbeck! Almost been a winner! And Watford have survived a dominant scare from Arsenal. At full time, Watford 0, Arsenal 0. Watford great performance from the Watford team. And I'm going to give the boys credit. We're not on the bottom three yet, but escape is still on in charge of Watford. We head next to another game. But Backman with a debut clean sheet in the Watford goal. But incredible rallying goal. Didn't really have much to do. Troy Dini, Welbeck trying to battle their way through. But a very positive Watford game. Watford were all over Arsenal. Arsenal still failing to score in the league. Watford are still failing to score in the league at home. It's doubting it. The man of the match was the Watford man. Watford have a very sure defence with that Daniel Blackman in goal as well. Watford really gave him a bit of credit for that result. Very happy with the 0-0 draw. But Watford have a press conference with their manager.
Just a few questions.
Watford should have won. We should have won that. We aim to win all matches. It's really difficult though. He's a really good player. Try to get the morale happy.
Thank you.
I'm going to give my players a bit of TikTok in the dressing room at full time because they know they've done it. They've got a point. But the boys, I'm going to give the boys a bit of credit. Still second bottom, but on a point now. Very crucial to get away from Norwich. For next we've got Manchester City at the Etihad. Hopefully the boys will do a good performance. And then we've got Wolves in the Cup. Press conference ahead of this game. Where Manchester City drew 0-0 with Arsenal. So can we do it the Etihad and get something? Questions? Switching traffic to Ryan as the centre back might not even get involved. Anything can happen.
Okay.
So let's get into this game. A couple of youngsters I'm going to give the opportunity to see what they can do. Ollie Watkins, I'm going to make him return to the bench. So Daniel Bachman's still in goal. Massan, he is missing out from the 11 today as a wee youngster will get his debut for Watford in this tie. And also Hughes is on the bench as well because there's a young defender. Midfielder Whelan is in. So two youngsters I've brought in to the Watford 11 to try and face a big Manchester City trip in Manchester. I'm hoping Watford will do well with these two changes. Their youngsters into the 11. We're going to see how they get on while the rest of the team is completely full strength. With Daniel Bachman still in goal following the clean sheet in that 0-0 draw with Arsenal at Vicarage Road. After the 0-0 draw of Arsenal at Vicarage Road, I made two changes today, and two wee youngsters I'm bringing in. So dropping out is Hughes and Massan. Massan hasn't even travelled with us to Manchester, as we're really hoping for a good and impacting result from the 0-0 draw. After the 0-0 draw of Arsenal, I'm making two changes as I'm giving two youngsters their 14 debuts for Watford today, as it's really how Watford will be wanting to do. Manchester City, Kevin De Bruyne, 3 goals in his last 3 games. The captain, Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne is a very positive player, Kevin De Bruyne, and we've got to watch what he's doing. But here we go. Here is the Manchester City starting lineup for Manchester City today. It is Claudio Bravo in goal, a back 4 of Cancelo, Laporte, and Fernandinho and Mendy. Midfield, Partey, Rodri and De Bruyne. And front three, Bernardo Silva, Aguero and Sterling. A very strong team. The song is very calm. Scott Carson is the backup keeper. Also Jimenez is on the bench. So guys, I made 2 changes today as well. Two youngsters come in today. Whelan in midfield comes in for his debut, and so does Hunklon as well, number 44. We're going to see how the youngsters get on in their debuts on the 6th league game of the season. Drew with Arsenal last weekend, back in action, this time in Manchester at Manchester City, the bigger Manchester team. It will be tricky to take on Man U as well, probably. Let's go. Already won. Mr. Cody, exact youngster, making his debut. He's still going to probably try find his feet with Watford. Have a little bit of time to play towards the start of the season. The season is pretty all going well, but the draw of Arsenal is pretty positive. After Bachman was burnt in the Watford goal. Watford down in 19th at Palace level, and points for Norwich, still failing to win this or get a single point this season. Dawson, great defensive work. Daniel Bachman remains in goal, following a clean sheet against Arsenal. Can we do well against Manchester City? Up against Alvar, beats him. Oh, he doesn't beat Dawson. He's staying on Sterling really well. Whelan Out to Sarr. Sarr continues his run as the youngster Whelan finds him. Still going Sarr. This is positive. Goes for the effort. Blocked. And here's the youngster Whelan, who goes for the shot of his full debut for Watford. It's Brunner in midfield with Howard today following the no draw of Arsenal. We don't have to make that many changes though, but I just want to get two youngsters start. Everton versus Sheffield United. It's already 1-1 between them two. They're doing well in Liverpool, as Everton do play in Liverpool, I know that. And De Bruyne beats Daniel Bachmann with 4 goals in 4 games for Kevin De Bruyne. We know how to keep an eye on him, and that's the first time we conceded in round about 20 minutes already. De Bruyne is so crucial in giving Manchester City a 1-0 lead against us because they know we're in the bottom 3. We have absolutely no chance of finishing out of this drop at this rate. Whip in, had it away. Lays it off. De Bruyne! Daniel Bachmann has got that, never went in. As Daniel Bachmann was not even near on his line. Daniel Bachmann kicks it long. Thomas Partey into Bernardo Silva. Now it's Aguero. Dawson and Sterling got the block. Offside to Manchester City. Free kick to Watford in the wrong half. Watford really are trying to stay passionate out of the back. Here's up against Alvar. Beats him. To Cody. The youngster continues his run. He's beyond the port. Sarr. And the wee youngster looks positive on that wing. And he knows making his debut in Watford colours is tricky this point of a season. And the team are in the bottom 3. The young Whelan guy, he really making his debut too. It's only the 6th game of the season. We still have to stay positive. Going to the next couple of results, we've got Wolves in the Carabao Cup in midweek. Dine gets it from Gerard Defoe. Dine blocks. And Decoria almost in the middle. Unlucky from Watford. Very positive first half. Aguero. De Bruyne. There's no way that Dawson will catch Sterling there. Nobody doesn't. Hopefully nobody. And Sterling! That's a dive and no penalty to Manchester City. Off the post. Cleared Watford. De Bruyne! Number 2 for Manchester City and Kevin De Bruyne. And De Bruyne smacking us home. We've had enough in Manchester. The travelling support behind the goal are really thinking we are going down. We are going down. I don't think we'll go down, but the boys have to do better. I think the fans are going to think we are going to be one of the 3 teams at this rate going down as our Premier League season is over. Our Premier League 6 games in still. We've really got lots to push for. Never a penalty in my life. And the wee youngster continues his run. He's still beyond Laporte. Laporte can't even keep up with him today. Oh, what a banger! And the youngster scores on the front post. A debut goal for Watford. As he bundled his way through, he's only got 49 pace. But what a goal is to beat Claudio Bravo at the near post. Joseph England on his debut for Watford gets a debut goal, the youngster. Brilliant first half. Half time, it's Manchester City 2, Watford 1, Watford breaking just before half time and scoring a goal. Joseph Hungren, the wee youngster, well, their goal scorer is Kevin De Bruyne with ball, but Joseph Hungren, one of our wee youngsters in the team, Sons Whelan, scores a debut goal for Watford. It's crucial Watford get into the second half. Norwich, we've got some bad news for them as well. They are currently winning while we are getting beat in Manchester. We've got a debut goal for a youngster who I did get to involve. He might get in his national team one day. Here is the youngster who scored an absolute classic goal just before the break. Oh wow, what a turn. There's Whelan. Brilliant move this is from Watford. Whelan. Onto Gerard DFL. The youngster continues his run. And he whips it in deep back post. And Whelan with almost a debut goal. The two youngsters coming into the 11 today and rolling themselves as Watford favourites. Never know. They might never get the job done if we win the if we go down this season to the Championship. It's very considerable. Don't think Palace are even playing today. So at this rate we are heading bottom. Next game for Manchester City against Bournemouth in the Carabao Cup. We've got Wolves. And Sterling, there he goes! Penalty awarded! Tomori isn't booked! Manchester City fans crying! Saying has another red card penalty, Manchester City! Against Daniel Backman, it's Sergio Aguero. And Backman with a penalty save! Saved by the goalkeeper! And Watford survived their Premier League scare! Up the other end, this is Watford on the attack here. Fernandinho. Gerard on the field, continues. And what a save by Daniel Backman with a penalty. It's very positive to see him in action, in goal. As ever watching, please go around here and also go back just a couple of minutes ago with a great penalty save from our goalkeeper Daniel Backman, who have involved once more. And he saved the penalty. The two youngsters are making their debuts and they're both doing promising well. Here we go. Sarr couldn't get it out of his own area. There's Aguero. Backman found out, it went wide. But Daniel Backman saves the penalty for Watford. It's a crucial save. Not even Ben Foster can save them. But he saved it with his feet as well. Dini. Out to that youngster who scores the debut goal in the first half. Dini. Down goes to Cody. He said it was shoulder bars. Play on, says the referee. And we're going to bring off Whelan, who's been pretty tired and pretty solid. We're going to bring off him and also bring on Watkins up front. But they will come on shortly at the Etihad, as it's a brilliant second half performance defensively from the Watford team. Dawson. Out Arwa, who loses it. Is that the youngster was calling for it on the wing? This is another positive opportunity for the Watford team. Tagore, Dini, Del DFL. It's just about to be subbed off. Finds Sarr. Now it's Whelan. Dini. Unlucky. Goes the Barty into Kevin De Bruyne. This is positive from Manchester City. They look to secure the win, but we cut it out once more. Boys are staying positive, just for now. Whelan gets out of the way. Awa onto Decore. Decore, Dini finds him. Back to Troy Dini. Sarr. De Bruyne, man of the match, is Sané. And Aguero secures the win for Manchester City. Watford Well, a great second half performance and great defensively in the second half. Brilliant goal from the debutant youngster Daniel Bachman, saving a penalty. The full-time whistle has to be blown. Let's go. And the full-time whistle is going to be blown shortly. Not unless Dini does something with Dini. And the full-time whistle is blown. A 3-1 defeat for Watford at the Etihad. After drawing 0-0 against Arsenal. There is Pep Guardiola. I'm going to meet up with him after the game and tell my press conference. The Manchester City fans are happy. There's no wee youngster number 44. Made his debut from the starting 11. Played full 19. Got himself a wee cheeky debut goal just before half-time. We had in at full-time. 11 hard done by because the second half performance was good from Watford. But the fans will head home a little bit happy with the youngster. There's a couple of the youngsters made an impact. Come on, man of match. Our man of match was our youngster. Our winning youngster was pretty good. So Ollie Watkins didn't even get an impact. But it was really unlucky from Watford. Very good efforts, but we just couldn't beat more of Claudio. Bravo. And here we go. Set. Match report. He's not in the team because I don't be bothered with. We will surprise our opponents at some point this season. Not our best performance.
Thanks for speaking to us.
So I'm heading into the rest of the Watford happy once again for failing to win this Watford games in the league. So guys, now we've got Wolves at Vicarage Road in the Carabao Cup. That will be played in today's episode. But in the Premier League, after 6 games, it leaves us still in the bottom 3. Norwich are the only team with 3 points. Whereas in Palace are still looking for the great escape. Our goals are stopping conceding the goals. That's the problem for us. But in the Carabao Cup, we're yet to concede a single goal. We've got Wolves in the league today at home, and we've got Wolves away in the league. But here we go, a couple of changes to the 11 today. So today we're going to switch actually formation, and hopefully it works. Up front we're going to have Troy Deeney. Behind him we're going to have Decore actually. DeFeo will get involved but play out on the left, and Hughes will be back in, and this back 4 must be strong. And it's really how Firmino is getting the opportunity to start. Also Ben Foster starts and goal. But it's brilliant to see how the Watford team will get on. And Kakar feels back in the team. He's not looking a little bit happy. Going to see Kabul on the bench too. But hopefully this team attack formation will work for this Watford time being. Now back 5 is ditched. Guys, our back 5 has been ditched going into this cup game against Wolves tonight. As our cup team can do what we can tonight. A very positive formation. Now we're going to go with, and hopefully Troy Deeney does the job up front. So we've got a lot of ties to be keeping an eye on. And here we go against Wolves in the Carabao Cup. Back 4-4-4-1-1 attack formation we're going with tonight. Hey guys, give us a minute.
for now and gone tomorrow. This is all I know. You're my people, you're my home. We've been in holes with the curtains closed. I've gone dinner table, drinking soap. To wash up the ugly, to wash up the fog, to wash up the unforgiving. All we have is us. Matter to me. Matter to me. Matter to me. Matter, matter. Matter to me. Matter to me. Matter to me.
But guys, we're back in the Carabao Cup now, here against Wolves. Won 6-0 against Exeter City from League 2 in the first round, but this is Wolves from the Premier League. EP3 and we're ready. It's the floodlights tonight. Guys, after this we're going to end the episode, but guys, next episode we start with Wolves. This team we're playing tonight in the Carabao Cup. We play them away from home in the Premier League of this weekend. The Carabao Cup action this evening against them. Oh Jesus, guys, I see they've gone with pretty much a strong 11 that is facing us tonight at Vicarage Road. The fans are hoping the floodlights will do us some good. 2 goals in the previous match for Diego Jota. That will be a difficult man to break down, and keep an eye tabs on him as we're hoping for a right to raise performance after still failing to score in the league this season. Graham Taylor, I love him. He's a great Watford legend. So guys, I've involved Ben Foster in goal this evening. Troy Deeney is really hoping to be a very surrounded captain again. He wants to get the team out of relegation at the weekend, but we need a trip. If we beat Wolves tonight, we might have a chance of beating them at the weekend. It's really excited. Wolves will line up as well. We're just going to show our Watford starting 11 to start with tonight, as we're ready in the Carabao Cup. So guys, following recent results in the Premier League and all that, we're going to back 4 this evening. Kiko is starting. Massan is back in the team. Troy Deeney leads the attack all on his own, as it's a really right-raised Watford team, as it's very high. The back 4 will work hard, hopefully, in this evening's team. This evening's team. Wolves, a very strong 11. Ashley Barnes, as he's on the bench, and Adama Traore. Tom Cleverley, who we let go to Wolves, he is on the bench. They will come on for their back 5 formation. They're really going to go solid. The floodlights are on at Vicarage Road, and it's an absolute solid because of our recent run. And a run, let's go. And the fans are positive already with the Watford football back 4 in for this evening's game. We might play back 4 to the weekend, depends how the method goes. Kick off, unlucky. Here's Sarr. Always flicks it over his shoulder. And Jota gets back in time. Watford are very positive. The substitutes warming up, including on the bench there. Andre Gray warming up ahead of the substitute, maybe coming on later. Massan, what a block by Massan on his return. Oh Jesus, that's deep. Come on! Well done, Watford. Brilliant defensive. The fans of Watford are cheering. Johnny, that's Steelman. Jesus, here's Johnny. Jota. Pass 1. In the middle bit, they'll say by Ben Foster, who makes a return. Daniel Bachman obviously saved the penalty at Manchester City to get the scoreline at 2-1, yeah, and then they scored a third to win it. There's Arwar, Arsenal beating Burnley. Arwar still winning his first Watford goal, standing for 33 million over the summer. It's not really liking the run we're on, as our run of form is not even ended. Patricio will probably play in the weekend in the Premier League at Monaco in Birmingham, where Wolves will play actually. Here's Sarr, to Cody, back to Sarr. I wonder we are second bottom of the Premier League. Wolves are figuring the top half of the table already. Meet them in the league at the weekend at their ground, but we're meeting them tonight at our ground in the Carabao Cup. Kick off, booking him back in after letting him down for a couple of games. Sarr. Oh, he keeps it in, and Sissy's been beaten. Could have beat Connor Cody. Oh my God, he's done him! Brilliant attack, Watford! And Sarr was burned on the right wing there. Brilliant move, got past 3 Wolves players, and he knows he can test them at Wolves on Saturday, I think. We play them on the road. Cardiff are 1 up against Bolton. It is Callum Patterson. Used to play for Hearts in Scotland. Great ball in. And wrong, look at it. Oh my god, that looked dangerous. In front of the world support, but it's wide open. Ben Foster's goal. Guys, we're the only team, I think, in the league to not score a single goal at home this season in all competitions. It's really poor in the penalty from us. Carabao Cup action this evening. Still keeping out teams in the Carabao Cup though. On one by Tamori. He's been a terrible signing. He doesn't know how to keep in his motivation in the box. And that will be a free kick against Hughes. Oh, the red card! A straight red card for the midfielder! 20 minutes on the clock. The referee says, down the tunnel you go. And Doherty actually cleaned out. Well, off he goes, down to 10 men. After 27 minutes, Hughes will be suspended for the trip to Monaco. A straight red card for the Watford midfielder, who I'm involving back in the team, and hopefully does well. Well, one by Troy Deeney. But I can't believe Hughes has been sent off within half an hour. It's a very frustrating night for the rest of his night for Watford. Kick off. Ben Foster. Put it on. That's my man. That's an actual great kick. Troy Deeney is there. Deeney. He said it was foul there. Deeney misses him. Tamori, come on. Kick off. Is the man that cuts it away. Come on, Massan. Crawford didn't get the block in. Saved by Ben Foster. Ben Foster hit it wide for a corner. As it did, hit his Ben Foster's water bottle on the way through. Water bottles keeping calm and confident ahead of the Carabao Cup. Gerard Phil, the 10 men of Watford can break. To Cody. Phil, Connor Cody there. Come on, Star. Ben Foster punches it away. Wants to way by Ben Foster. Oh, well, captain by Orwell. That's a steal maul for Deeney. Oh, to Phil. He's done him. This is positive from Watford. And a red card still leads to trouble. Brighton 2-0 against Championship side Swansea at the Amex. Jota beaten by kickoff. Deeney. Doherty. He went down after Hughes got sent off. Good effort from our Ben Foster. Was restricted, but Hughes sent off for the first half performance. It's still pretty positive. We're going to head on to the other results. So guys, we're going on Arsenal are beating Burnley, Brighton are beating Swansea 2-0, Southampton are drawing at Fulham, Liverpool are beating Leicester, Manchester City are 2-0 against Bournemouth, Manchester United are 1-up against West Ham, Palace are 1-down Reading, that's a shock, Stoke are beating Sheffield United, that's another shock, and Preston are losing 2-0 at Spurs. We are drawing 0-0 with Wolves at home. We've got 10 men because Will Hughes on 20 first half minutes he was shown a straight red card for a tackle on Doherty. He'll be suspended at the weekend. Tamori, Adama Traore on Hickox. He's pretty dangerous for the winger. We're going to have to keep an eye on him. Where is he? I think he's on the right. Yes, he is. Well on by Sarr. He's been a moment of night madness all evening. To Phil, back to Sarr. Janta Jala Dale. Phil, get the shot away. Brighton are now cruising. Watford still down to 10 men against Wolves, but can they hold on? I think they can. Troy Deeney, the captain, remains up front all on his own. He needs positive, and he needs his teammates to come up. Well, won by Massan. Brilliant to be back in the team. Oh, what a pass to Cody. Watford fans are already shouting, saying as they ran off foul. Oh no, here comes Adama Traore up against Tamori. He beats him. Kick off. He beats him too. And Ben Foster, how to make it so run, as it's a Carabao Cup final we are going for. We're going for the Carabao Cup trophy at the end of the season in March. Head away. Watford, come on, stop sleeping. Ben Foster with another spectacular save to save Watford. And his heart belongs to Watford. His armband whipped in, cleared away at the front post. Wolves have it again. Matinho Ben Foster drives it away. Well done, positive Watford. That's it now. Gerard Dare fail. Troy Guinea is there. Kickoff is there. Beautiful. Sar's out there. Watford on the attack. Come on. A black line still matter. And a goal kick for Wolves in their own half. Right, so since Hughes has been turned off in the first half, we're going to bring off to Cordy. He's strapped to a shadow, bring on Kabul, who is making a return to first team action this evening. To be rolled out for the last couple of games because of poor performances. On you, of course, to Cordy. Kabul, on the comes, remember guys, black lives do matter in the Carabao Cup 2. Racism is not permitted at this stadium though. Cleverly, Tom Cleverly, who we sold to Wolves in the summer, comes on against his old club. Kabul, what an absolute steel man already. Kabul, go for it! And Rabbitry still hard to make the save to the right. Kabul, who's only played around about 14 minutes this season, he's really down in his performance since that opening day. Awa, Tamori unlucky. The Watford team had a chance still. Dine, well done in there well. And Awa tried to skill it round, but he didn't. So goal kick to Wolves. Southampton are now cruising now. Championship side Fulham. That's absolutely exceptional performances. Saw. At least that he stayed back. Now there's Brown Foster. Massan. Somebody brings him down. That's surely a red. But just a yellow card for a damage right away. Got down Massan in his own half. But really how frustrating it is. So guys, we're going to make our second sub of the game. We're going to bring on. We're going to bring off Sar because he's been burnt. We're going to bring off Sar and bring on Redmond. The former Southampton man is all team are winning currently right now in the Carabao Cup. We're still drawing 0-0. Off goes Sar after a burnt performance this evening from him. Redmond, on he comes. Redmond is transferred from Southampton on transfer deadline day. He loves life as a Watford lad and loves a little bit of football in better game time than Watford. Massan, Redmond. Massan is there. Dine. Okay, Awa. Here's Doherty. Wolves, this is looking pot a bit to Mori. Well done. Staying rock solid at the back for now. I think Troy Ginny just brought down somebody in the Wolves half, but play on, says the referee. Kick off. Redmond. Redmond. Play on, says the referee. Late on stages. We're really holding on for now. Carabao Cup action still to come on Sky Sports. Awa. We are playing it out from the back. Now we are breaking. Kabul. Awa. Pass one. Awa. He smacks it off the post and denies us the Carabao Cup. Another drama try. We're 18 minutes on the clock. Massan. Oh Jesus. Jota's in the middle. And kick off. And kick off is booked in the 90th minute. Oh, we've got a goal kick. Ben Foster wants to play to come short. And it worked. Tamori. Long it goes. I think it's going straight to penalties. But a 0-0 draw with Wolves for the full area, getting a red card in the first half. I'm going to have a team talk over penalties. There I am on the touch, off the touchline discussing who's on and who's not. I'm ready to take them on. We're going to bring on a youngster in the late for a penalty shootout. The field is on. Troy Deeney is up first for us. Troy Deeney! Beautiful penalty from the Watford captain, Ben Foster. His first penalty he's facing, and he's set the wrong way by Raul Jimenez. Gerard Defoe tries to chip it. Against Ben Foster, what a save! Armor went down the middle. No penalty for them! And Ben Foster. Feminina. Oh, saved again. And Ben Foster might have just cost us it. Up. Redmond. Redmond! Beautiful penalty from the winger. Come on, Ben Foster. It's against Connor Cody. Oh, what a save! Ben Foster continues our cup dream. It's Kabul. That's some power, and he hits it over the bar. Ben Foster. It's the Donker. Oh, he's put it on a turn. The shootout continues. It's Ben Foster. And he tries to goalkeeper the wrong way. What a beautiful penalty. Ben Foster just scored a goal. Give us the lead in the shutout. Can he save a penalty from Doherty? And he does! Oh, they've done it! Carabao Cup action continues, and Watford supporters! Ben Foster with a spectacular penalty save. What a penalty that was! 10-0 from Doherty. Ben Foster, before that, scored a penalty, and then he saved that one and put us in the 4th round of the Carabao Cup. The Watford support Wolves are really frustrated. Ben Foster, very credit for him and his Watford performance. I'll give Wolves credit. We've got the Wolves away next, but after we're going to beat them in the Premier League final, beating them in a wee shootout. As Watford are flying high at Vicarage Road. The fans will enjoy that one. An incredible performance. Doherty man of the match. On our last minute, Hughes was sent off, but I'll take the win in the shootout. Come on, Watford. Any cup upsets? Sheffield United was smashed. So Crystal Palace. Here we are in the press conference.
Questions for you regarding the match.
Fully deserved from the boys tonight. We do have options to play in midfield. Our defence deserves praise.
No further questions. Thanks for your time.
And Wolves, Watford, I'm very proud for you guys winning that penalty shootout against Wolves after a bit. So guys, it was 3-3 penalties, and then going into the 4th, it was 2-2 penalties. And then our next penalty, we took up Ben Foster. He scored it, sent the goalkeeper the wrong way, and then he saved the penalty, resulting penalty from Wolves. So we won as the shootout for scoring and saving a penalty. Alright, so guys, we've got Wolves next in the league away, this time after beating the cup. But now, where are they in the Premier League table? I'm just going to quickly check. So guys, we're down in 19th. Wolves are 2nd. So we'll be tricky to beat them down in the league, but I think we can demolish them. Come on, Watford. In the next round of the Carabao Cup, if it's been drawn. Yes, we're playing Cardiff. And we're at Carrow, at Vicarage Road, against Cardiff City, as we're hoping. Yep, this is for a place in quarter-finals, actually, since we are delighted to get Cardiff at home, but we're going to be positive in this Carabao Cup still, as we're around the round of 16 of it. But really, we're going to concentrate on it, guys. But guys, we'll see you guys later.